It's Everyday Wellness. She's a certified strength and conditioning specialist, a functional movement screen practitioner. I don't even know what that means. And also a master nutrition coach, an elite athlete herself. And she was in the New York Times this week. Tilita Lutterloh, good morning.
Morning, Dominique. How are you?
It's great to hear your voice, and it was great seeing you in the New York Times. They even had your picture there.
Yes, that was it was fun actually to see that, and I got a lot of great feedback and messages all day yesterday and the day before.
Right, and what they were highlighting is the fact that you are working people out from home. Right?
Yes. Because of this whole quarantine situation, people still want to obviously keep moving their bodies and taking action basically toward their health and fitness. And so I've been doing free 30 to 40 minute workouts on social media. So my Instagram live and also posting some on YouTube as well.
So, first of all, how do we get to those? When do they happen? All of us are, need to get off our butts right now. And whatever you're doing to do that, Coach E has offered his workout for free. Now you're talking about these free workouts, and judging by, your level of fitness, they work. So how do we connect with those?
Yes. So, this week, each week actually, I'll post with the times for that particular week. So this week it's today. Oh wait, what's today? Wednesday? Yes. So today at 1 p.m. Pacific time, that'll be on Instagram Live, and my Instagram is I am Tilita. And then let me see, on Friday at noon is the other one this week. And then, I've been doing that as far as social media. But then, based on some feedback, I decided to do a special one this Saturday on Zoom so that we can all actually connect and see each other. So it feels more of like a group kind of class. Because obviously you can see me on social media doing it live. But it is something I have gotten feedback from people who are missing their in-person group fitness classes. And they're losing motivation, things like that. And they, obviously missing that social connection too. So I thought Zoom would be a great platform to do a special workout for this Saturday. So I'm calling that one the Conquer the Quarantine Virtual Boot Camp.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So that's at 10 a.m. Pacific this Saturday. And I can give you the link. So since it's on Zoom, you definitely have to sign up. Just go register. But that one's still also for free. So you can go to tiny.cc/CQV bootcamp.
Okay. And we will get that. We'll put that link up on our website along with your picture and your bio. Talk to me a little bit, because you are vegan, and not that all your clients are vegan, or you're saying everyone definitely has to be vegan, although obviously you advocate it because you are one. Is that different? Is it different being a vegan or vegetarian and building up your immune system, or is it sort of one size for everybody? And what are some of the things you recommend people can do that don't cost $1 million, that go in our everyday wellness category?
Right. Well, no, there's definitely not a one size fits all as far as a style of eating or how you approach your nutrition. However, regardless of the style that you take on, or if you like the title or the type of diet you have, I have definitely come to realize, though, that eating more plants is the number one way to elevate your health, elevate your performance, and definitely elevate your immune system. Plants have or especially antioxidants. So a lot of plants in nature are very antioxidant and lower inflammation as well, which also leads to a compromised immune system. So yeah, as many plants as you can get into your body, the better, regardless if it's all 100% plant-based or if you have other foods too. But as much as you can get.
The more plants, the better. And do you favor vegetables over fruits? A lot of us think that, canned peaches count as plants.
Right. Well, you definitely, if you're going from having one vegetable or fruit a week, and then going to canned peaches, that's better than nothing, of course. But yeah, you want to be aware of the other things that come along with stuff like that. So typically, like you said, canned peaches is going to have a lot of added sugar in it, which also suppresses the immune system. So you definitely don't want that as far as immune is concerned. But yeah, better every day is better. Progress over perfection. That's always the mantra.
Right. So the ideal thing would be to pick the peach off your own tree or grow your own kale. But every stage further away from that, we may see the nutrition diminished. But it's what you're saying. It's better than, eating, living on now and laters.
Correct. Exactly. Exactly. And then definitely as many dark leafy greens as possible. Citrus fruits, definitely, as far as immunity is concerned. And then your classic garlic, turmeric, ginger. Those three, the classic trio there, as far as decreasing inflammation and boosting your immune system.
Why is decreasing inflammation so important?
Well, so you think of inflammation as like if you were to step off a curb the wrong way and roll your ankle, obviously when you look down at your ankle, swelling starts to happen. So that's a form of inflammation. That's kind of acute inflammation. What we don't want is long-term or systemic inflammation that happens at the cellular level inside the body, because you've got building of fluid in the space, or in the cell, and that inhibits certain processes in the body from taking place optimally. And especially if you're depending on it shows up different for different people, inflammation, but like inflammation in certain cells might manifest in my body differently and lead to diabetes or cancer or arthritis or something. But inflammation in someone else's body might show up as a cold, a simple cold, or a headache or something like that. So it doesn't matter what the health issue is, the root cause is always some type of inflammation to a cell. And so if we can target the root cause as opposed to just targeting symptoms, then you'll definitely be better off preventatively and post care. So,
talk to me about your own journey. I mean, you are an elite athlete, and you actually were aiming for the Olympics this year, and now the Olympics are delayed, canceled, whatever they are.
Right. Right.
How does that impact you? And, and I guess I guess you can speak for some other athletes. I mean, that's something you trained for your whole life, and now it's delayed. I guess there's nothing that can be done about. But I feel for athletes, because how do you get that moment back?
Right. Well, it definitely took me, or I should say I'm still processing that. It definitely was a sad news. Of course, it was the right decision based on what's going on. But it definitely impacts us, because when you are training for such a big event, like on this particular time and this particular day, you're creating a program for yourself, like you and your coach. You're working on a program that slowly builds you or gradually builds you up to peak at a certain moment. Like that's the goal of the program. Yeah, your program is to get stronger, to get faster, to get more stamina, whatever your particular sport is. But it's also built to make you peak at a specific time. And so if we know that time in the year, then we're building to that particular time. And then if it's somehow compromised or canceled, such as this Tokyo Olympics, then it'll take the body. Some people's body will respond differently, but then you go on this kind of low. Like you have to try to, go build down slowly to get back up, though, at the next date that they're proposing, which I think is just 1 year. I think they pushed it back. And that can wear on the body a lot. It can also wear on the mind a lot, like to be able to stay in it and stay that focused for that long.
Yeah, I mean, a year is a lifetime in a training regimen. A year is, it's forever. So,
especially when you're training for an event that's only every 4 years. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I feel for you. I know you're going to make lemonades out of lemon, sugar-free, organic lemonade.
I'm going to attempt, yes.
But I feel for you. And the other thing I wanted to ask, but before we run out of time, you are an elite athlete. I feel like there's a movement among a lot of elite athletes to go more plant-based, whether they're vegan or vegetarian, and also incorporating more Eastern modalities like yoga, acupuncture, and the like. Is that your impression? And why do you think that's happening, if it is?
Oh, definitely. Well, one of the main reasons, I mean, a lot of different athletes have reported different benefits that they have observed in themselves, but one of the main ones is recovery. We all do the hard work and all the training to get our bodies to a certain point. But typically what separates like good from great is our ability to recover from those hard workouts or from competition. And you got to bounce back quicker, than your competition. Otherwise, they're out there getting the work in, and getting their bodies, primed, faster than you can. And adding more plants into, especially 100% plant-based, increases your recovery, your ability to recover faster. So that's one huge thing. But then also increased energy, of course, like we've been talking about, immunity. So not being sick as often so that you're not on the sidelines, if you're sick. And obviously managing like good weight, depending on whatever, again, your sport is. There's sometimes a good ideal weight that the body moves more efficiently with. So all of those benefits, definitely. And then, of course, Eastern medicine or holistic care is more, what's the word? It's not as invasive to the body as like some of our Western, like medication or something. These aren't foreign to the body. When you're dealing with nature and holistic ways, the body recognizes them and responds better to them, especially in the long term. So longevity is another big one that a lot of athletes, like, they want to be able to do what they love to do for as long as possible. And a lot of them are noticing that.
Thank you. Well, before we run out of time, I want to squeeze in Rachel here. She's calling us from LA. Good morning, Rachel.
Good morning. How are you?
Good.
I live in Los Angeles, and good morning.
You got to turn your radio off. You're confusing yourself.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Delay.
I just did that.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I live in South LA, and it's basically a food desert in the Westmont corridor. But my main concern is, like, in my family, we have heart disease, diabetes, and the whole soul food diet.
Okay, I'm sorry to rush you, Rachel, but we're almost out of time here.
This is the question that I have.
Thank you.
How can we incorporate turmeric and ginger in our meal plan?
And you're saying, and not having a lot of fresh available, I think is what she said.
Well, no, she just wants to know how you include it in your meal plan. How do you cook with turmeric and garlic? That's what she's asking.
Oh, gotcha. Well, garlic you can add like in a saute with pretty much any meal, like in soups or saute, stir fry. You can chop up, garlic and add that way. And turmeric, especially in ground or in the powder form, you can also just add that into pretty much anything as well, while you're as a seasoning, just like your salt and peppers and things like that. Yeah,
it'll turn it yellow, but
yes, it'll turn the little color.
It'll turn it yellow. If you want yellow rice, use turmeric. I use it when I make a tofu scramble. Makes the tofu nice and yellow like eggs. But
and then you can also put it do like a turmeric ginger tea. Those are great options too.
All righty, Tilita, tell us where to find you.
So yes, I am Tilita on Instagram, and then also my YouTube channel. You can subscribe there. Is hashtag TilitaFiedTV. And then any runners out there, if you want to, learn how to get stronger, eat better, and run faster, I have a Facebook group called The Runners Locker Room.
The Runners Locker Room. All right, Tilita Lutterloh, thank you. We got to go.
Thank you.
As you go on your way about your day, let's take a moment to affirm ourselves. Let's take that deep breath in and let us release. Today, let me remember, in the words of the great athlete Jim Brown, success is a journey and not a destination. Till next time, Radio Free Family, one love.